Well, hi, I usually do a live feed when I'm out running, but it's so windy out there and cold. Nice sunny day in Washington, but it's windy and cold. So I'm all showered and changed and dressed. But what I want to get through to you. Oh, and there we're back again. Been helping some folks trying to get through to the government to get their money, whether it's a loan for business or cash or unemployment, whatever. And just be patient. I mean, the government's not going away. And the most important thing about these programs is particularly like if you lost your job or whatever, is that it's going to go back no matter, if it takes you another month to get through, you're going to get paid back from like February 15th or whenever it was you lost your job. So don't worry about your losing days, because you won't. You'll pick it up. But it's all kinds of problems. I mean, and that's why I say there's really 2.2 trillion reasons why you're getting it, because that's the amount of money. I mean, somebody said 4 weeks ago, well, let's give out $2.2 trillion to people. Yeah, we'll do it this way. I mean, it's going to screw up no matter what. And that's what happened. And actually what happened, particularly for like from the Department of Labor, your state Department of Labor, like where your unemployment goes, well, that is probably the best item you have, because you get $4,000 a month or more, depending on your state, from there. Now, listen to the people, what they say in California. People who have never been eligible before could take some time. See, you're not going into an existing system. You're taking an existing system and changing it 180 degrees. So, and they're all screwed up with that. And actually, I read here too, that 25 states are still using computers and softwares from the 1980s. Man, talk about having a suit that's out of date. And so you can't even find people to write that kind of code anymore. I used to write that kind of code. It was called COBOL. So they can't find COBOL coders anymore. So sister, I could do that. I used to teach COBOL, computer science, or whatever, back in the 80s. So I know how to do all that stuff. Man, that's incredible. They were at times when the computers were as big as this room. And were less powerful than this little laptop I got, or the phone even. So that's the problem. Let's see. Okay, but creating a new system that expands unemployment insurance to a pool of people who have never been eligible before could take some time. The official said it would normally take 18 months to create a new program. They got 2 weeks. But such a time frame is not acceptable when millions of Americans find themselves abruptly unemployed. Also, what happened, the Department of Labor that gives the regulations to the state are barely completing what the requirements are. So they haven't even said, oh, here we are again. I went off for it. The federal package expands the universe who qualify. So the number of people and the kind of people who qualify for jobless benefits by creating what they call a pandemic unemployment assistance program to include people. Okay, now these are new people who are now eligible for unemployment. And that's the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. So that's new. And it's just getting to the states, within the last day or two, it seems. Okay, people who are self-employed, temporary worker, you're here, for a couple of weeks or summer job, part-time workers, okay, freelancers, contract workers, and gig economy workers. Now listen to this too. It also included workers who still had jobs, but their hours were drastically cut. So you don't even have to lose your job and you're going to get this money. Say, okay, we can't pay you 40 hours or 30 hours. We're going to cut you down to 20 hours. Well, you can't live on that anymore, right? Nope. Here you go again. I keep losing. I think everybody is online, right? So that's right. There's no room for me, and I'm so skinny too. You think there would be room, but there's not. So it is so many more people. So they don't have the rules and regulations to apply. But help a family in Maryland. God, she made 300 calls already. Still don't know. Got a form in the mail. There's another letter there to apply to. And like I say, say, just keep following. I mean, you don't have much options. It's online, yes, but you don't know if it got in, if it didn't get in, whatever. You're not sure. I made only $500 last year, freelancer, and $200 this year. Apply. I don't know if you're eligible. They don't even know if you're eligible yet. It costs nothing to apply, and if you apply, man, you get almost 4,000, depending on what state you are. It's like $1,000 or $1,400 a week. So $4,000 or $5,000 a month you could be getting. And that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Getting that kind of money, just because you worked a little sometimes, or you're working a little bit now. Who would ever thought? That's right. Anything you have in your head about what you think. Oh, we're back again. Just go and apply. You have nothing to lose. All they do is say no. Now, wait a minute. Because they're so screwed up. If they say no, okay, what they do, you complain. They have a system there, and every state has a system where you appeal what they said. You don't think they're right, okay? Now, say you have a good chance of getting that appeal, or a better chance than normal, because nobody really knows the rules. They're all guessing. So if you get another set of bureaucrats to look at this thing, and they'll say, maybe, we better watch it. Maybe we better give this guy the money, because we don't really know what we're doing, so we're safe. See? Because you're going to call your congressman, you're going to call your senator, then they get in trouble or whatever. So it's easier to pay you off and give you a couple of grand and you're out of there. Because they're not really what sure to do, and it's not their money. It's not coming out of the pocket. See, and that's another problem. So, okay, let me tell you about this. Who's eligible for it? Self-employed is eligible. I mean, normal workers, like you had a job and you lost it, but now these are just the new people. That's why they have to plug this into the system in every state. And they have computers that are 50 years old trying to make them do this, within 2 days, which, shit, they're never going to do this, right? It's going to be screwed up for a long time. So just live with it. You're screwed up. Everybody is screwed up, so don't worry. Okay, temporary. It says I'm live. Okay, temporary workers, part-time workers, freelancers, contract workers, gig economy workers, and workers who still have jobs. Okay, you still have a job, but your hours have been cut. See? So you're eligible too. So that's why somebody was typing in here that, I only made $200 this year. Well, you still have a job, but it's really cut. Actually, you don't probably have a job. You can't get it. Yes, apply. And see, it's a whole new ball. And actually today, I think Friday now is the first time they're accepting, these non-usual workers. So if you were in a state, they probably weren't set up yet to accept gig economy workers or freelancers and things like that, because that was supposed to happen today. So you heard about it, their opening and Monday, and that you did it, whatever. Okay, now how do you find all this stuff? Okay, the best thing is to go to careeronestop.org. That's what I do, no matter where, because I'm always looking for a different state. And if you go there and you put state unemployment offices, and they'll have a drop down somewhere, all the states are listed and where to apply for unemployment. So if you don't want to do that way, you just go and Google. Hey, remember them? But remember, when you use Google, you only want to go .gov. Maybe .org, but .gov or .org. Don't do .com. And you're looking for unemployment. Apply unemployment, Arizona, or wherever the hell you live. You go there, you start the process online, see how far you get or whatever. And then also, if they have numbers to call that you can't get through, see if they also have an email to send to. Read the fine print of anything you have there. See if they have an email address, because they may be able to handle that. What you do is you pound away 15 different ways at the same thing. In other words, you're trying to date somebody, this girl, you ask her mother, you ask her relative, you ask her best friend, you keep banging away to see that maybe something will happen. And that's the way to, and don't forget your elected official. Man, I think that's your ace in a hole always, and particularly if you get screwed up. But I don't think many people, if at all, will, as time goes by, it's just going to take a while. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, we only had like 1 million people or a couple 100,000 people a week that are applying. Now we got 6 million people. In the last 3 weeks, 16 million people plus, almost 17 million people applied. We usually have just a couple million. So this is an avalanche. You got a tsunami of applications, and these poor little bureaucrats are trying to shovel. And then besides just the application, hey, we're changing all the rules. Everything you did for the last 20 years, we're changing all that. So you have 2 days to learn that. You got a tsunami at the front door of applications. And they say, good luck, have a good time, and don't fuck up. Shit's gonna happen, right? And you got to roll with it. What else are you gonna do? Not get the money? You're silly not to try and get the money, because you're gonna leave it on the table. You want to leave a couple grand on the table, maybe 10 grand, maybe 20 grand. Who the hell knows? I mean, right now the unemployment is for like 39 months. 4 of those months, you got to get an extra $600. The federal government. See, the state government has money, and that's usually $300, $400, $500, $600. Actually, New Jersey, I think, is $700 a month, or a week. I'm sorry, $700 a week. And the federal government's going to add an extra $600 a week for like 4 months for that. So, God, you put 7 and 6 is what, $1,300 a week. 13 times 4, that's $5,000 a month. God, that's a hell of a job, right? But that's a job doing nothing. And you could also have a part-time job. They don't care. It's crazy. Nobody really knows the rules. Everybody will tell you, don't trust me either. I'm just telling you what I've seen. I certainly don't know everything. Every state is different. Every day is different. To me, the information you could take to the bank, more likely than mine or anybody else's, is your elected official. They're the people who write the laws. It's their business. They run the country. And your congressman, 2 senators really wrote those laws. So they have the responsibility to tell you the exact information and to make sure you get a good deal. How do you find them? You find them by going, I think the best place to go to Common Cause, COMMONCAUSE, commoncause.org, and you'll find how to find your representative. And also your representatives that you put in your address, and they'll all be there, the phone numbers and websites and all that kind of stuff. Idaho West, I had pandemic benefits are not yet available for freelancers. Well, it's supposed to be today, but you're right. You probably maybe have to wait till they get it. And so you won't lose any money by waiting another week or whatever it takes. But keep at it. Don't assume it'll take care of itself, because it won't. What about Illinois? They really don't have anything for my individual, and Illinois doesn't have 21 1, 2. I don't know what all that means, but I would go to Illinois and apply. Let them tell you in writing that they don't have anything. Don't believe shit you read. It's written like people like me. So you can't trust that. And so you call your elected official. If you're not sure, you don't want to apply to, call your elected official. Let them give you the real answer. And their job is to help you do that. That's their job. You have to wait in line then? Fine, you'll get the real answer. But if you're taking a piece of paper somewhere that says you may not be eligible for this $15,000 they give you, you get a better answer than some stuff you're reading on the internet, even if it is a government website. Get a verification of that, because it doesn't sound right to me. But anyway, keep calm have fun if you can. Oh, you don't want to go to, people are making money on the internet now because you can't go out. There's more ways to have your own store, to do this, and there's just so many more ways to have fun with the video now. And so don't think you can't start a business or anything. I'm going to cover that later. You want to keep up on all the new stuff, it's Lesko Help. But to be a member of Lesko Help, $20 a month. And that's a place where you could say, hey, Lesko, where do I get money to do this, or that, or anything like this? And you go to lesko.com and apply there. If $20 is too much for you, want to keep learning on this stuff, I have a free site. It's called www.free.lesko.com/corona relief. That's www.free.lesko.com/corona relief. And lesko.com is where I help people. I mean, I have to go as soon as I finish these videos and just, and you ask me, tell me what you need money for, starting a business, buying a house, getting educated, anything, paying your bills. I show you the free sources and websites where you live. I don't guarantee you get the money. Nobody can do that. Certainly me telling you you're going to get the unemployment money. And the government has to tell you that. You have to apply. The office giving out the money is the only real answer. I just tell you the possibilities. So that's what I'm trying to do, because you can't find them in Google. At least that's my theory, because government won't pay Google for you to find them. People who want money from you pay Google for you to find them. So Google makes money, they make money, whatever. When you government program, nobody makes money but you. These are offices that give money, not take money. See, everything else to me in Google is people who want to get your money. I want to show you offices that want to give you money. Well, have fun, whether you use me or not. Remember that life is shit. So you might as well have fun getting through this stuff. And there's ways to do it too. But sometimes it's hard and it beats you up. And so you're going to get beat up no matter what you do. So that's why you might as well learn and enjoy the learning. But it hurts, Daddy. It hurts. I know. Talk to you soon.